Innovation in Marketing, your CIM Level 6 Diploma, July 2020. Exciting topic, exciting subject. I hope you too, just like me, get in this whole life of innovation, coming out with new ideas, new concepts, and that could change your life and really make things exciting for you. And honestly speaking, your companies depend on it, wherever you work, because doing what you did yesterday and continuing that for future is not going to help you. So, not just assignment, it can really help you to innovate your career, innovate your job, innovate what you do in whatever the company you work for, and someday maybe go into entrepreneurship. So, simple things first. You got to first get a company background done, which means you have to understand a company. We already have the guidance for that decision. Choose wisely and start building it. Most of you have uploaded into the Google Classroom. Most of you have got your feedback. If you're planning to join after results, a lot of help awaits you. So that's a straightforward process. Just to give you a quick outlook, company backgrounds in CIM are now pretty standardized. There you go. What goes into it? The company details, services, stakeholders, customer segments, etc. By the way, your company background format is now common across level 4, level 6, level 7. The intelligent part of it, what you need to really think, is about the theme. So, level 6, the themes are fairly straightforward. You have to select a theme from one of the four. So, are you going to penetrate the market? Are you going to penetrate the market? Are you going to develop the market, or are you going to come up with new products, services? This theme is important because we have to think of that all along the assignment. There you go. So let's get back to our task at hand. So as you can see, task 1 is a report. And when you read a report, task 1 is a report, and most of you know how to write a report. But I'll show you where the guidance is. And then when you read any assignment, you are going to see what we call command words. Analyze, assess, analyze once again. They are all different terms. If you scroll down a little bit to the rest of the assignment, there will be assess, there will be recommend, there will be develop. So it's very different command words, and you need to know what each one of those means. So CIM has defined all of this for you. 1 minute, and all of that information is available in your Google Class. So when you go to a Google Classroom, you have the candidate's assignment submission guide. Please go through all of this. It even tells you of some of the key issues that you might come across, how to reference your plagiarism. Anyone who's caught for plagiarism and collusion is not going to be a good life. Warnings, disqualifications. So please read them carefully. And then including the fonts and the text and margins, all that info is available. So here's a bit of a guidance how to use a report. Not that you need all of this. We don't do executive summaries at this level, but use it as a guidance while you get some online support also on how to do a great report. The important one here is command words. Remember, analyze, assess, recommend. So go to level 6 and you will find specific command words. In your case this time, you start with analyze, assess. Each one of them means something. So example, analyze needs data, schools of thought, definitions. It's a big one, okay? So take note. Back to the assignment. Analyze the macro-micro environments to assess both opportunities and challenges. That should be pretty clear for your chosen organization. So you got to relate it to your company. To develop innovative strategies, you are not required to develop strategies, but you are going to see how the external factors can impact, either giving you opportunities or challenges for you to develop specific strategies. So innovative strategies are multidimensional. Starting in a simple form, there could be product innovation, process innovation, sometimes even total business model innovations like a Uber or Airbnb, etc. So now, to do this, as we've already spoken about, your macro micro audits, your internal audits of the company is going to be fundamental. So we all know where that starts. The source is Exploring Strategy, brand new book in the world. Very few people have it. It's already here and you can get it off at Dafedil. I used to have this at least half of my career. It's no more exploring strategies, it's no more exploring corporate strategy, it's exploring strategy. Everything you need to know is in this Bible. So, source, go to the source. Don't waste time on any other books. Got to buy the right ones for life. Alright? So, pick your macro, micro from this. And other books, you also have Kotler, Principles, and the rest of the books. So, to make life easy, you also have a little older version of the e-book. Take that in. And I suggest that you start reading the chapter on innovation and entrepreneurship, because good to learn and study something so you have the good base before you rush. Spend a couple of days, get this going. It gives you the foundation. Innovation, what is not innovation. There you go. The innovation and entrepreneurship framework. So that's chapter 9. At the same time, personally, big fan of these two books, and that's Trot and Tin. Trot and Tin. As you can see, Trot I've been using for a long time because it's all about products and new products, and this is a brilliant book. Good news, you got a bit of an older version on the e-portal on the Google Class. But if you want to invest some money, this one's really going to help you as you go on. So there you go. Available at Dafedil. Don't forget to check out when you come in next time. Now, let's see how this works. So your macro micro audit, that means your pestles, your five forces, your competitor analysis, is going to help you to understand these challenges. Now you got to link it to the organization. Now, example in Trot's book, starting from chapter 2, we start talking about the organization. Yeah. So let me show you. Chapter 1 is going to really help you to get things started. Chapter 2, by the way, is about economics and market adaptation, which means external, which is going to help you. And chapter 3 is about managing innovation within firms. So, you got to spend some time browsing through the concepts, theory frameworks in the right books. Rest is simple. So, if you look at the second task, C, again, analyze the ability of the organization to facilitate the adoption and application of innovation. So on one angle, if you look at it in together, though these assignments are broken up, you have to think holistically. So one is to analyze what's happening externally and how it could impact the potential strategies for your company. And does your company have the ability to embrace those challenges? So when you do the organizational audit for innovation, you will find in their culture, which includes their leadership, their rituals and routines, you will look at their structure, and the structure might not be helping innovation. For example, if you have an idea in a company, how do you transform or translate or communicate that idea across the right channels for somebody to take a decision? So many companies have a lot of issues in their internal wiring. And when you look at that, you can't just talk that in practical terms, you will have to look at it from a conceptual frame, right? So example, if you take the most basic outlook, Paul Trott takes you through 1 minute, whatever. So there you go. The 3 circles I'm looking for. Oh, we got lost here. Hold on. Oh, yeah. So, You're on chapter 1. So this ebook is already with you. There you go. The overview of innovation process, if you just look at that, look at the three dimensions. Having creative individuals, the Steve Jobs factor. But that's at a leader. But then creative individuals in your company can be across segments, across departments. And someone who's just an executive might be the one who's going to spin the next idea, next creative thought, which goes on to become innovation. How your company functions and how are you linked externally to the world. That's your macro micro factor. And from there, frameworks such as TROTS framework, which I will show you in a second. There you go. Shows you the external interfaces to an organization. If you make these external interfaces work, you're going to get a lot of input that's going to help you finally come up with new products for an organization. So look at this. Your macro factors, your competition, your suppliers, the micro factors. So picking the right frameworks is really going to help you to address and start scoring well in your assignment. So in summary, to score your 30 marks here, you will bring in your macro micro audits with justified data to show what's happening in the market, and then you will show how that impacts based on an opportunity or challenge, linking it to specific potential strategies in the simplest form, product strategies, process strategies. There are other innovation strategic options which we will discuss in these books and in our masterclass, and then to see whether your company is capable, able, remember the strategic capability audit, resource audit, competency audit, from exploring strategy. Is your company capable to adopt and apply these innovations to meet those challenges or opportunities? Quick example. Government is bound to drive policy with regard to curtailing sugar, healthy food. It's a fact. It's happening in all markets, including the market you're currently in. And if you take a company like Elephant House, who knows that they're going to be challenged all along, and through using that, what strategic options do they have is what the first part is all about. But even though they have it, do they have the right culture, the right structure? In the culture, the leadership, the internal rituals and routines to adopt ahead of time, on time, to meet these challenges that are coming their way. So they launched water only a year or 2 years ago. And that just shows probably the reason maybe they've been a little slow in understanding the market trends. And also we saw how they responded to the sugar issue. The likes of Coca-Cola, when they went to market with their zero products, we saw a reactive approach from Elephant House in their zero products, and I believe they withdrew that from the market. So these are little indications to see how far are they reading the market and how capable are they, task C, in responding. It's by no means a judgment about the company, because my comments are based on what all of us see from an external point of view. But if you do the right analysis, you'll be able to find where the root cause issues are. So I believe this sets the platform for you to start playing for your 30 marks. Once again, 2-page company background, justify your team, and don't forget that team factors should be related across these tasks. So example, before I go, one more thing. If your theme was new product development, try to relate what you discussed to the new product development, impact on new product development, internal capabilities on new product development. Remember that, right? Very important. Once again, 2-page company background, theme justified, do excellent audits by researching about your company, your competition, the market, go through central bank reports, publish reports, interviews with people, anything available, because that analysis is what's going to really help you do well all across your assignment. By the way, writing an assignment might take a day or two, sometimes it's half a day. But doing the background work is what takes time. So I hope this helps you. This is what you call a video guide at Dafedil for your assignment. What follows from this is a smart pack, our famous smart pack for the last number of years. You know how it works. And that's what's going to make your life easy with regard to assignments. And if you don't make that easy, you are learning with regard to spending time on books like this, and don't forget, for life, strategy is not going to happen. So read a little bit. I'll see you at the masterclass.